Hi everybody and welcome to Fallout 4 Century Settlement Guide. Uh, the idea behind this settlement was to make a new capital of the Commonwealth because even though Diamond City has the walls and it's great, it's still in the middle of Boston ruins. So basically you cannot go, I don't know, 10 meters without a raider, a super mutant, a ghoul or some other fucker uh, attacking you. So for me it didn't make sense that people would want to live there. And out here you are in, well, kind of a nature, or what's left of the nature after the war, and you can see for miles in every direction, so no one can sneak up and attack the city by surprise. And also there is a vault nearby. So I tried to make the settlement as big and as detailed as possible. uh, the idea was that I wanted to make it feel like if you were a player and if you stumble upon it in the game, you would feel it's something Bethesda put there, and you would be maybe excited to explore the city, find interesting NPCs, start new quest lines. So I wanted to feel like realistic or organic. So everything will be, of course, rusted and old, but I didn't want to go for that trashy, junky kind of feeling, um, because the impression I wanted City to give is that people are trying to move on and they're trying to live as comfortable and as civilized as possible. City has three main gates. One on the north is basically never used. It's just emergency exit if shit hits the fan, so everybody can run to the vault. Uh, the one on the south is for, it's connecting to the, let's say, production district of the city. So only big caravan traders who trade directly to the city have access, and military. And the main gate is on the east side. There are four different districts in the city: the marketplace, the the main district, the production district, and one, let's say, call it slumsy or shady kind of a district. So first things first, I had to make a wall. I wanted to look massive and impressive, but then I just didn't want to put one big concrete wall around the city because I don't think repetitive textures look good and immersive. If you want to see how to make the wall, I will put the link in the description of one of the No Respawns videos. So shout out to No Respawns, because my wall is basically almost in, identical to his, not in visual representation, but the way how he made it is almost the same how I made the wall. Okay, so let's start. We are at the main gate. Um, I apologize for the frame rate, but when we are here outside, it will be pretty bad because there are thousands and thousands of objects, and I guess either my PC or the game can handle it. But once we are inside the city, it should get better. So here we have a diner, we have a motel, we have a welcome office where you either can pay the fee to enter the city or you can apply for residence or work permit. And we have a small last stop shop in case you forgot something. Here you can get all the essentials to survive in the Commonwealth. So we have the gas masks, some medicine, um, a bit of weapons, some armor. Nothing special, but just the essentials. So here is the diner. As you can see, it's fairly busy. A kitchen and a bar, a small grill, and then this is the welcome office. As you can see, some people are already waiting in line to register. There is a notice board and the posters informing people what's going on in the city. Some magazines, newspapers to waste the time while waiting. Already some forms to fill in. And this is where the interviews are held if you want to apply for residence or a home permit. And here as well. But I guess this lady is on a break. Let's check out the office.
I can patch you up if you need it. For a
I
small
try
fee,
to
of course.
decorate all the interiors as much as possible, but later on it got harder and harder because the frame rates were just atrocious. This is a small break room where they can have a cigarette break, a snack, relax a bit. Let's check out the motel.
Been too long since I picked a fight.
Small breakfast area, a restroom with a shower. This is the reception. That's the owner, and this is where he lives. And this is a small room where he keeps all the essentials, everything he needs to keep the motel somewhat clean. Small, cozy room, nothing spectacular, but I guess he has everything he needs. Food, drugs, TV to keep him occupied.
Can't
Let's
wait
check
to
out the
get out of
rooms.
this goddamn heat. Should be a fine day for a walk.
The last room is the cheapest one, as you can see. Just a bunch of mattresses on the floor and up here on the grid. The furniture is also shittier. It's just a couple of tires with sleeping bags. And as you can see, the guests are also not first class. Bunch of drugs, spoon, lighter, a candle, I guess to cook the drugs. Alcohol everywhere. I don't know, I try to put a lot of small details, somehow it feels more realistic. Then here we have some Brahmins chilling out, waiting for their caravan traders.
Yes.
And this is the marketplace district. So here first you have to show either your residence permit or that you pay the fee to enter the city. And oh man, to be honest, I don't even know where to start. Let's go clockwise. So in the center we have a bunch of vendors selling food, fish,
Yeah?
other meat products. We have a barber.
Yes.
This is his, let's call it stash. Basically, whenever he can, he buys any supplies from the traders and caravan traders, so he can pile up in case he needs anything later or if some of his equipment breaks down. And this is where he lives. Next, we have a small pharmacy.
Yes?
She sells and makes drugs here, and she lives in the back. It's much nicer than where barber guy lives, but I guess drugs pay better than haircuts. Then we have a junk in a box, basically a small general goods store. So a lot of random junky items. And we have a restaurant and a bar. People can come inside, relax, shoot some pool,
Yeah.
have a nice meal, have a drink. The butcher is preparing the grill, as you can see. Oh, got stuck.
Huh?
Kitchen and the bar area. Then we have a pub or a brewery, but let's go up here for a better view. Basically up here they're just houses, nothing special, but the view of the brewery, the Shamrock Tap House, is better. Whoop, fuck.
Yes.
And the beer buddy is working here, of course.
Huh?
As you can see, there are many kegs, a small brewery, some tables,
Yes.
and then here we have a hotel.
Attention. Interfering with a law enforcement robot is a felony.
Whoop, some glitches.
Yes.
Sorry about that. Happens. Like I said, too many objects. Anyway, so this is the owner, a common area, restrooms and showers for men and for the ladies, and there are the rooms, as you can see, much nicer and much cleaner than the shitty motel outside the city.
Huh?
Let's go
Yes.
up here. Some more rooms up, and somewhat of a cool view, the marketplace area. Then next up is the weapons and armor shop. You can buy from the outside or you can go inside the shop. Same for the armor shop. Some mannequins on the outside displaying different armor options. Some supplies and an area where anyone can come and try to fix or upgrade their guns. See a bunch of tools, different materials, some schematics, and the shop is pretty much packed.
Yes.
Let's check out the armor shop. Many different armor types, even the power armor. And you can actually try the armors on. There's a small wardrobe. The owners of both shops live back here. The gun shop owners on the left side. And the armor shop owners on the right side. Above the shops there is a shooting range. So let's check that out. You can actually try out the guns. And some more trailers and houses. And also a cool view. Oh yeah, and over there we have a guard tower. Okay, then we have a small, let's call it a robot repairman shack. And a military recruitment
I
base
knew you would help us.
where you
Protect
can
and serve.
enlist, of course. What's up with this guy? I don't know why he's
Yes.
turned the wrong way. Oh, anyway, here you can enlist as well. And this is the small storage area for the army with some weapons and armor in case something happens in the city so they can help out. I forgot to mention here in the front we have of course the notice board with information about what's going on in the city, and let's call it a snack place. It's
Yeah.
not really a restaurant, but you can have some noodles,
Yeah.
some hot dog, stuff like that. Over here we have a police department and a police storage. This guy is doing inventory, making sure everything is there. And this is the police department. So the barracks, armory, small prison. This is where the officer sleeps. And of course, the sheriff's office. He likes the Minutemen. Since most of the houses are fairly small, they don't have toilets or showers, so there is this huge common shower area for all the citizens. Ladies, restrooms for the guys. So let's move on. So we are moving towards the main district. Up here we have a trailer park
Huh?
where you
Yes.
can rent or buy
Out here, you gotta take things
a
one
house
day at
or
a time.
basically a different type of capsule or a trailer. Guy making some lunch. This one is enjoying the radio and well, I
Can't
guess
remember
this
the
guy is
last time I had
depressed
clean
or
fingernails.
reflecting on his life or something. I'm not sure. Um, this is the hospital, and then up here is where the doctors live. We also have a functioning elevator.
Crop's been growing pretty good lately.
The Adam Cat's garage. Basically, they moved here because, I mean, come on, they were living in the middle of nowhere surrounded by ghouls and super mutants. Why would they stay there if they can be inside here in the cozy and safe sanctuary hospital? And this was the robotic assembly, but For some reason, I have so many glitches in this area, and yeah, I cannot even see the robots. You see, things keep appearing and disappearing, and when I go inside, the game just crashes. But this was the storefront, and then the garage was behind, where they would make the robots and maintain them. And then, if you can see, the last part was the residence area. But here at least you can see the junkyard where they try to salvage some of the parts. So let's move to the hospital. We have, of course, the waiting room where you can buy some medicine.
I have so much data in the
My
world.
back hurts.
The emergency
my
room.
head hurts. Everything
I
hurts.
fear I may have to delete some of it to store my new observations.
Bunch of equipment, medicine, different tools, a small surgery table. Again with the glitches, come on.
Do you need something, monsieur?
Rooms, standard ones, and come on, Kiri, go away. And the intensive care, some IV, some blood,
It's
oxygen.
hard to determine whether the surface is more or less susceptible to outbreaks, but a preparation plan is never a bad idea.
Yes? Another day of hard work.
Bunch
It
of
never
junk,
changes.
but they're trying to go through it, find something salvageable. Some of the finished power armors. Oh my god. Whatever. And some of the armors they're still working on.
Got a dangerous look about you. Hope you ain't here for me.
What's up with all these bugs? Whatever. Let's just go upside. This is where they live.
You know what I call a good day? One that ends without
I
an
try
empty
to
stomach.
maintain the, let's say, rock and rolly feeling of their original base. So they have a pool, a bar, TV. That's where they sleep. And there is another room upstairs.
Yeah? Yes?
Another watchtower.
We can keep traveling as much as you want. I don't require sleep or food in order to survive.
This is my house, of course, but we won't go inside since I didn't finish both DLCs, so I didn't finish decorating. But we can take a look from the outside. Whoop, sorry about that.
My onboard functions are operating at full capacity.
And this is the city
Would you
hall.
like me to go with you?
Anything I can do? You just say the word.
Hopefully I'm not moving too fast and the frame rate is not so terrible that you don't have enough time to see everything. Yeah, tax collector and the post service.
Constantly trying to kill us, but the Commonwealth never lacks for excitement.
My systems are continuing to function at peak efficiency.
And the mayor is Cosworth. I don't know, to me it made sense to make him a mayor because he's been here for 200 years. He listens to everything I say, and I guess he cannot be corrupted. Reprogrammed maybe, but not corrupted.
What's the
And this is his repair station in case something happens.
I trust you're enjoying
Piper also moved to Sanctuary, as you can see. I mean, she was in unwelcome in Diamond City anyway, so why not?
Always on good behavior, aren't you? Yes.
We have a small bar,
Most
A pleasure
folks
to
are just
see you
looking
again,
for a
sir.
hand. All we gotta do is offer.
Yes?
the general goods store, owned by the Voltec dude. And in here, basically you have everything you might need to live in Sanctuary. Some furniture and all the household items. It took me forever to put all of these on the shelves. Oh, come on. Fucking glitches.
Huh?
Then this is sort of a entertainment area. We have a bowling alley, a theater, diner, a gym slash boxing arena, uh, a laundromat, and a bank. So let's check it out. First is the bowling alley. Some terminals and paper to keep the score. And the fans should blow the bowling balls back to the players. I don't know, it annoyed me that I couldn't find a better mechanism how to make the bowling alley work, but I guess this is good enough. A traditional diner.
Yeah? Hi, how are you?
Huh?
Just some supplies. And the laundromat. I guess the washing machine is not working. She's not happy about it. But we have the washing machines, dryers, a bunch of chemicals, and other supplies. And here you can buy tokens to use for the machines.
Huh?
Yeah?
Next we have a bank. Ah, this should have been closed. So these are the, let's call them safes for average citizen, and then here we have a safe for special customers. Which is of course extra safe. Let's move on to the gym.
Yes?
Reception area, some towels, energy drinks, decorations. Here we have the gym.
Huh?
If you want to make these, you just have to have tires, rescale them and glitch them together. Use a chain, rescale it, and then you can have a do-it-yourself boxing bag. Same with these two. The locker room. I guess someone is actually taking a shower from what I can hear.
Huh?
And this is the boxing arena with a bar, of course. As you can see, there was a match last night, so there are a lot of bottles and glasses left behind. There is a locker room for the boxers where they get ready for the match. We of course have buckets and chairs in both corners. Table for the judges.
Yeah?
Up here we have a theater. We can go this way, but I will go from here just to show you everything else. Yep, here we go. Some more houses, solar pane, something to gather the rain, to have some water. And this is the entertainment area. As you can see, you can play some baseball, basketball, and even cage ball. On the top of the theater we have another watchtower, and this is the theater. You can check out what's new. And also, besides movies and plays, this is where all the important announcements are made for the whole city. Here you can buy all the snacks, sugar bombs, gums, whatever you want, some sunset. And as you can see, there was recently a speech given here. A projector. And up there is are of course seats for the elite. We have a small elevator, so let's check it out. There we go. They have their own private bar and a better view. Behind the city hall, we have a school. Up this way.
Let me know if there's anything I can do to lighten the load. Or, you know, if you need anything proofread.
Apologize for the frame rate again. There we go. Whoa, I don't know what they're doing here.
On some wonderful radio plays.
I guess they got lost or something. And this is where the teacher lives. She likes cats, apparently. Outside is a small playground. That's where the kids are during the breaks between the classes. And there's a playground upstairs as well on the roof. Next to the school, we have comics and games shop. I don't know why it's so dark. The lights are on. Weird. Anyway, as you can see, lots of toys, comics, sports equipment. And here we have a small gaming area where people can come, play board games, read comic books, play Whack-A-Commie. Last but not least, on the top of the city hall, we have a Nuka-Cola themed restaurant.
I'll follow, sir.
I'm very successful.
And of course, who's more appropriate to run it than him, considering how much he loves Nuka-Cola.
Anything I can do?
Okay, let's head out to the shady slash slumsy part of the city.
You hear about that farm run by ghouls? Isn't that something?
In this part of the city, you can acquire more, let's call them questionable services, as you will see. So here we have a brothel, the cat spa. This is the madam, the owner.
Yes.
As you can see, a lot of action is going on. Some handcuffs, oil, paddle. Of course, booze and drugs.
Yes.
We also have some smaller rooms. And a second floor. These two rooms are occupied, but we can check out this one. This one is for more, let's say, kinkier clientele, for some of those who are in more extreme stuff. Whoop, as you will see, some S&M action going on here.
Yes.
Then we have the slums, quote-unquote residential area, where those who are less fortunate hang out. Drugs and booze is of course everywhere. I guess that's why they live in the slums. And if you don't have enough money for the brothel, but you still want to have some fun,
Huh?
I guess this is option as well.
Yes.
Sorry. As you can see, it's pretty shitty in here. And of course, Chem I Care with low quality, highly addictive drugs.
I can patch you up if you need it. For a small fee, of course.
No thank you.
Yes?
Let's move on.
Yeah.
This is a restricted area. It's because all the main power generators and water purifiers are behind. So basically they are supplying the whole city. We have the water purifiers, and up there we have the generators. It's of course heavily defended. And we have a nice view of the walls. Some tools in case generators get broken. And up here we have a recruitment beacon, radio beacon to inform people about Sanctuary so they can come and live here. And the main power line that supplies the whole city. Then in here, people can enjoy high quality drugs in, let's call it a safe environment. This is where the drugs are being made, as you can see. There are all kinds of radioactive fungus, brain fungus, weed, anything you like.
Yeah?
Upstairs, as you will see, it's the chill out zone. And this is the room for more serious customers. It's my favorite room in the whole settlement.
Yes?
This guy is not feeling so well. Let's go upstairs to the chill out zone. Whoop.
Yeah?
And we also have a small greenhouse.
Yes?
Most folks that run with me don't live out the day. I'm impressed.
Yes?
Then in here you can hire some muscle, basically guns for hire, mercenaries if you're a caravan owner or something, or you just want some bodyguards. So let's check that out. Whoop. I like it a lot. I don't know, I think the room has a mercenary vibe to it.
Huh?
Of course, guns and bullets magazines, bunch of trophies,
Yes?
weapons, pool table, and the rooms are upstairs.
Yes?
Then we have a tattoo shop,
Yes?
some magazines for people to check out which tattoos they want, ink, syringes, other equipment,
Huh?
and this is where the owner lives. Then we have the Hub 360, which is basically a casino.
You just say the
We have
word.
slots, poker, blackjack,
Thanks for agreeing to help.
roulette, and even cups and balls. For the roulette table, I couldn't find any mod, so I made it out of many different objects. I don't know, I think it looks fairly cool.
So you got a ride?
Yes?
Blackjack
Yeah,
table,
I'm usually a mentat school myself. Makes me feel
and
intelligent.
of
Yes.
course, high stakes
Yes?
poker.
Yeah?
And here is the restricted area where they keep all the money.
Yes?
Next
A
up
lot of
is the
folks would
memory den,
struggle with a ghoul.
a nightclub.
My kind of charisma. Most folks that run with me don't live out the day. I'm impressed.
He is in charge of the nightclub and the casino.
If someone needs help, we help them. If someone needs hurting, we hurt them. It's not hard. So, you ready to get this show on the road?
Okay, let's move on to the final district, the production area.
World's always gonna have tyrants. If I get my way, there'll be a lot less.
Never thought a reporter could consider themselves a success until someone threatened their life. Me? I'm very successful.
As you can see, it's a restricted area because behind we have a recycling factory, we have a farm, a greenhouse, and a military base. So only those who are authorized can go beyond this gate. A small shack with some of the tools they use. Safety is of course important. That's why I have all the signs and the safety equipment, gas masks, goggles, hard hats, whatnot. And this is the junk pile. Basically, Sanctuary as a city buys any salvage they can, and then they try to make the most out of it. I don't know if you noticed, but there are only 3 original houses still left. My house, City Hall, and the police department. Rest of the houses were salvaged and then recycled for new material. And everything is recycled here. As you can see, we have wood going inside the factory, tires, and metal. I got the idea from Star Wars because we have a garbage press here. As you can see, the metal gets inside, it gets squeezed, then it's picked up, and then it goes into the furnace. Let's check it out. Yep, see? And then you will see what happens next once we are inside the factory. Since we are already in the air, let's check the junk pile. Okay, let's move on.
Protect and serve.
So as you can see, the metal gets smelted, then it goes in here, into the pipe, gets cooled down here, and then it's being processed. But right now everything is stopped because the machine is not working. As you can see, she's trying to fix it. Then everything goes onto the pallets
This work site
and into the warehouse.
days without an incident.
My back hurts, my feet hurts, everything hurts.
The process is similar with the wood and rubber. So the wood gets chopped in here. We have logs. Logs are being processed, and then this is what we get. The rubber gets heated up, so it's easier to process it. And then we get raw materials. Up here we have the supervisor's office. He's reading the latest reports, making sure everything is on track. Here we have the consoles and everything for running the factory. And on the roof of the factory is where the most workers live.
Farming's as honest work gets.
Usually there's a supervisor here who makes sure if anything goes wrong with the furnace, he can sound the alarm. Small balcony. Ah, fuck it, let's just jump down. Have a restaurant for the workers.
Diamond City one of
This
these
is where they have their lunch breaks.
biggest town I ever saw.
I'm just so hungry all the time.
A greenhouse. There are also some crops behind here.
Lost track of how many blisters I got.
And last but not least, military barracks, elevator to bring supplies in and out of the city. Then the barracks themselves. Lots of different equipment.
Crop's coming in pretty good.
Out here, you gotta take things one day at a time.
They can also work out here. Different bars for pull-ups, boxing bags, chain. And here is where the general usually is. I guess he's otherwise preoccupied. Could be with the secretary. I see that she's missing as well. Maybe they're having fun somewhere. And this is where he lives. This is where the traders have to register first before trading with the city. And that's basically it. Thank you very much for watching my video. I hope you liked the settlement. Maybe it motivated you or inspired you to do your own. Please let me know all the positive and especially negative feedback you might have. Do you think the settlement is realistic enough? What can I do to improve it? What would you do differently? If you have any ideas, please let me know. And of course, if you like the video, please share it. Until next time, see you.